Good evening, everybody. It's been a long time since I've been on here. I just want to say that I apologize for that. I know I promised I'd be on more. I am now with Variant Trucking. I don't know if anyone knew that. I'm part of U.S. Express and Total Transportation. Gonna have live the last about hour and a few minutes of my trip to Wise, Virginia, to Tractor Supply Store. So I hope you all enjoy. This is going to be a long video. It's about an hour, maybe an hour and 20 minutes. But I just want y'all to be able to enjoy part of the trip. So, alright, well, I'm going to put everyone on the mount, turn the camera around, and I will talk as we go. Okay? Alright, currently at the Petro Truck pause button, or the power button. Alright, so we were at the Petro truck stop about 64 miles outside of Wise, Virginia. I'm headed to the Tractor Supply store and don't have to deliver until 5 a.m. in the morning, but was told that they want me to come directly there and instead of take my 10 at a truck stop and being maybe an hour or two behind the 5 o'clock delivery. So that is what I'm gonna do. But that means they will be paying me 10, 12 hours worth of basically 10 or 12 hours of pay. Detainment pay, $100 an hour. And they want to do that? Great. You know what? That's on them. Because, I can't do anything until they get me offloaded. So, yeah, I am going to be being detained. Not by my choice, obviously. So, it's just, one of those things that, that's trucking for you. I enjoy this job because it's not really a job, it's more of a life. It's an adventure out here. You never know what you're going to see. You never, see the same thing twice. It's always fun out here. And as you hear, the company GPS routing sitting there, complaining and telling what it wants me to do. But I don't usually, blindly follow it, especially when a lot of times they'll put me on the really, really messed up routes. And it's a pain in the neck, I'll tell you what. One of the days they had me going on a route where I had to back up the street because it kind of got lost, turn around, and it almost wanted me underneath the low hanging bridge. I was like, no, thank you. But also starting out, I wanted to ask, y'all please keep my stepfather, Timothy Frank, in your prayers. He's been in and out of the hospital. My longtime best friend, Roxy Nishimoto on Facebook, she's been, having health issues. Please keep these people in your prayers and your thoughts to, get better and things improve for them. My stepfather, Tim, or, Chip, as he's known as, he took me on as a son when he didn't have to. And, he's been more of a father than my own biological father has. And, I owe him a lot. And, all I can do is wish I could have the dad that he was, that he has been, continues to be. I love that man. My mom made the best choice of her life marrying this guy compared to the other guy she was with. Definitely gotta say that. And Roxy, I've known that girl for 23 years, you have your Jake brake on. I'm in a 2020 Freightliner. You know, with the Freightliners, you cannot have your cruise control on and your Jake brake on because cruise control has a Jake. That's where my 2021-2022 KW I had with this company that is still awaiting parts and service in Sparks, Nevada, the KW dealership. It did not have automatic Jake, so you had to have the manual Jake brake on. Now, you know, I gotta say one thing, this company has been a really great company, pays really awesome, the lows are there, the miles are there, and, you know, besides, you know, the trucks have their issues, which happens, you know. The new trucks have their issues because they're not broken in, you know, especially when it's only got 1,000 miles or less on it, you know, you'll run breaking it in. This truck's got 160,084 miles, so it's got its usual problems for its age. Just took it to one of our terminals there in Pennsylvania, and they found a leaky wheel hub seal. Put us up in a hotel overnight, not too bad of a hotel, and they had it fixed by morning. Didn't have to sit and wait for parts or approval or anything like that. Something goes wrong with these trucks. I don't know about the U.S. Express side, so people, when you see this or any U.S. Express drivers watching, correct me on this or let me know. But on the Variant side, something goes wrong. It does not take too long at all to get approval and get stuff rolling. As long as, you know, the price is right, you know, a lot of these truck stuff is most, you know, truck drivers, that makes you think, no, these truck shops will break the businesses and owner-operators over the coals. You know, that's just what happens. You know, it's kind of out of our control. This, you know, here in Variant, we have refrigerators, we have APUs, which work wonderfully, and just for those who don't know how, you know, to set your APUs in your trucks, if you're new to this industry or thinking about getting into this industry, with the 2020-2021 Freightliners, you have to have the key to the on position, but you don't have to have the truck running, and set basically your economic start mode, which is supposed to be when the batteries run down or power gets low, the truck will auto start. The Kenworths, you do not. You just hold a switch down for 3 seconds, it kicks on the dash, counts down 3, 2, 1, and we'll start the economy auto start feature. Now, this truck, the APU, or the automatic power inverter, which can, you know, it basically, you know, allows you to run your refrigerator and all of that, and allows you to have a bunk AC, bunk heater without actually having to have the truck running and using that bunk heater, bunk AC. It's a whole separate system. Runs great. You have the AC running, it keeps you cold. We gotta keep turning the AC on and off, on and off, on and off. You know, you get cold, get hot, get cold, get hot, get cold, get hot. The truck does have the standardized, you know, antenna TV. This truck, I kind of left my old antennas on my old truck. Kind of hopes that, you know, I can get down there and the truck will still be there. My antennas will still be there. If not, my bad. You know, someone gets a nice $400 pair of, you know, 4.5 foot tall, you know, Intimidator with antennas. The Freightliner here, your antennas are built in and hidden away. I don't quite like that because, well, You know, it doesn't work as great as the external antennas on my KW. Yeah. I am running a Bearcat 880 CB with some slight alterations for a little more power to it, but nothing illegal. At least that's my story. I'm sticking to it, I swear. Okay. But now, as far as pay, depending on how much experience you have, you know, a lot of drivers start out at 63 cents per mile. I started out at 56. That's the highest I've ever made with any company. And I'm running, you know, 23 to 3,200 miles a week.
Miles ahead, take exit 19 and then turn right on US 11 South Lee Highway.
And, you know, that, you know, except for when on breakdown, the breakdown is not that great pay, and then a little bit of a mix-up or goof. But, you know, shit happens. That's trucking for you. You know, you just got to deal with the bad, roll with the punches. You know, shit does happen out here. You can't account for every little thing. But, you know, rolling, I make some really good paychecks. And this company always tries to keep me rolling, but I just got my next pre-plan. You know, running here from Virginia to Louisiana, or at least I think it's Louisiana because it's LU. Don't quote me on it. I'm never did good on geography, but I believe it's Louisiana.
1 mile ahead, take exit 19 and then turn right on US 11 South Lee Highway.
Yeah. I wonder what LU is. I wonder, but anyway, you know, it just proves, you know, I was still about 112, 115 miles out, and I already have my next run set up, which is standard for Variant trucking. I am part of the ambassador program, so yes, you know, I do kind of, you know, pull for drivers coming to Variant because, you know, yes, we are a great company.
Take exit 19 and then turn right on US 11 South Lee Highway.
You know, we all are, you know, really close. You know, and it's more of a family feeling. It really is. It's a real big family feeling with this company. The drivers are close. The,
3 miles ahead, turn right,
you know, dispatchers are always cool. You know, I've never once had a problem with my dispatchers. You know, they're always calling to check in, see how we're doing. They leave you alone. You do your own thing. They're cool. You know, they don't mind. Now, I only got a call this morning because it was from the Tractor Supply. I guess want to call it the Tractor Supply ambassador or whatever to US Express. She's the only time I've ever gotten a call. I had a problem with my ETA. Usually I set my own ETA, and they are good with that. Oh, they just ran a red light. Red.
3.5 miles ahead, turn right on US 19 North Porterfield Highway.
Yeah, kind of hard to see. Got the sun glare right in my eyes, even with sunglasses on. But I don't want to lower my visor because I don't want to cut out the view for you guys. I want y'all to be able to see everything I see. Now, another thing I was about the Freightliners is, with my Kenworth, the Bluetooth had Bluetooth set up in the truck. The radio worked fine, but can never hear anyone because as soon as someone called, the volume would go way down. On this truck, it does not. So, you know, this truck's got a lot of pros to it that the KW did not. Never thought I'd like driving a Freightliner, but hey, I do. What can I say? You know, have an open mind. Abingdon. keep an open mind and, give it a try. You never know what you're going to like or dislike. Even at 41, 42 years old, I am learning this more and more. So, it's always a learning experience. Never stop learning. Never. I don't care how old you are, how smart you think you are, you're always going to learn something. I'm down that hill there, got to pick up a little speed. And I've got about 27,000 pounds in the box, so it's not like super heavy, but just enough to catch you off guard. And, the speed kind of jumped from 45 down to 30. Now down to 25. But this is one thing I love about driving a truck.
Miles ahead, turn right on US 19 North Porterfield Highway.
Very cute small town. Some of the cutest small towns I've ever come across or ever seen. And you see them all over the country. You really do. It's very awesome. Love it. Now, I would not see myself doing anything ever again but driving a truck. I'm a long haul truck driver and always will be. It's in my blood. Even though, yes, there are times I would like to hang it up and just retire and, just stay on disability or whatever. But, when you got people that depend on you, no matter who they are, as my grandfather would always say, who raised me and my sister for quite a few years, my Grandma Kelly, a man does what a man has to do to take care of his family no matter what it is. And, more and more to this day, it's coming true. No matter how much you hate it, how hard it is, you do what you have to do. Odd hours, bounce around in a truck all the time can really get you. It really can. It can wear you down, beat you up, but you know what? It's all good. It really is. Because you can hardly ever get paid to drive around the country and see the things we see out here, do the things we do, meet the people we meet, and get paid good money for it. Granted, it's not like super big bucks, but you know what? Job's a job, and this is one of those jobs where, like I said, it's an adventure and it's a lifestyle, because you live out here on the road. This truck is your home away from home. You spend, depending on who you are or what you can tolerate, anywhere from a month to maybe 3-4 months out on the road. You live in your truck. Your truck is your home. It's your home. It's your office.
Ahead, turn right on US 19 North Porterfield Highway.
You take care of your trucks will take care of you. Can't see who's waving, but hi to whoever you are. Hope you're enjoying the show, enjoying the feed. And I will check messages when I'm stopped, because Roy can't check any messages right now. Because, I'm rolling and I'm not going to play with my phone while I'm rolling. That's unsafe, unwise, and kind of stupid. But that's just, my personal opinion, and probably, I gotta say, probably speaking for most of the truck drivers out there. Messing with your phone, texting, replying to messages, whatever, you're not being safe. You're really not. You're jeopardizing your life and the life of everyone else out here on the road. And jeopardizing the reputation of the company you drive for. And the safety record of the company you drive for. Now, a company hires you on, you can't just go and goof off and, fiddle screw around, and give your company a bad reputation. So, even if a company like mine's been lenient, my company's very lenient, but you don't take advantage of it. The last couple of weeks, I've had some episodes where I've been, really sick and had to shut down early. Yeah, I feel bad about it, but at the same time, we do have to take care of our health. Because, if we don't take care of our health, again, it can lead to some very severe, unsafe situations.
Turn right on US 19 North Porterfield Highway. Turn left on US 58 alternate west.
And today's going to be one of those evenings where it's going to take me through these little quaint towns. That's okay. Again, I love it. It takes more time. But you know what? It is what it is. That you hear whining is my air brakes. These Freightliners have a weird whine to them. It sounds like they're crying when you brake and let up. It really does. It's kind of neat, in fact, to me. Alright, 50 miles, y'all. 50 miles. Getting closer, little by little. And I gotta be in the left-hand lane, so I'm gonna jump into the left-hand lane here. But the bad thing about these back roads, y'all, is there are no truck stops. Or very far and few between, if there are any. And really no place for us trucks to pull into. But, you know what? That's trucking for you. It's part of the job. Part of the adventure. Us guys, we can pretty much, find a spot anywhere to stand up and be. But if you got a few bomb truck like I do, you can't. You gotta have a truck stop. Okay, I don't know why it said there was going to be a collision when it wasn't. That, what y'all you heard and saw the jerk truck was the collision avoided, saying I was going to get a collision when I was having nothing around my truck or nothing near my truck to cause a collision. One of those things of technology that just sucks that they put in these trucks. They have to override by stomping on or stepping on the throttle, on the accelerator. They put some irritating technology in these trucks and, kind of makes the driver complacent and lazy because drivers become too damn dependent on their technology. Their GPS, this Freightliner, it's even got where you get out there on the freeway, put the cruise control on, you can set the truck to drive itself. How ridiculously idiotic is that, y'all? That is so unsafe. Gee, I'm going to just let the truck drive itself, and if I get in an accident, guess what? I'm going to blame it on the truck or on the company or on the technology on the truck. No, it's going to be on you. You're the driver. Take control. Drive your vehicle. Drive your truck. You know, your lane departure. Stay inside your lane. I understand at times, like big trucks, especially in high winds, the trucks will weave a little bit. Or if you get high gusts, it'll start pushing out of your lane. Get back in your lane as quickly and as safely as you can. You know, again, part of do not do anything that's going to take your attention off the road. If you can't focus on the road, don't do it. Now, this collision alert, if you're driving the truck paying attention, you're going to be able to see and avoid any collisions. That's just, you know, a cold dead fact. I'm sorry. If you're paying attention, you're the only one who's going to get a fine. Your company's going to get a fine. No, they depend on us drivers to drive safe, get our loads to and from, get where we need to go, and do it safely and as quickly as possible. The mountain for us. Alright, y'all. Welcome back. Okay. Went through a bit of a dead zone there. Like I was saying, you know, safety, safety, safety. If the weather's downpouring, lower your speed. You're coming down the hill and you don't know what's at the bottom of that hill, start slowing down like I'm doing. That light can turn red on me at any moment. I'm thinking like it's going to, so I'm slowing down in case I have to cut to a stop. Okay, obviously it's going to stay green. Very cool. But, you know, safety, safety, safety. Be smart. Use common sense. I know common sense is one of those things that, you know, these modern day schools out here don't really teach anymore. But, you know, common sense is a must out here, y'all. Let me tell you. You have to use common sense. You're unfamiliar with an area. If you have to, put your four-ways on, go to a slower speed, you know, until you feel absolutely safe with where you're at. Because you're going to go through areas like I do all the time, where I've never been, unfamiliar with the territory, unfamiliar with the terrain. You know, that's just part of the job. But again, you be smart, be safe. You come off your shift safe and sound. Everyone on the road gets where they're going safe and sound. The load gets to its shipper, or it gets to its receiver, or you get to your shipper and get loaded safe and sound. You know. But you can have fun out here. Listen to your radio. If you have someone truck ride, you talk to them. And then most of the time, I like to crank my radio up and blast and rock out to my radio or my music on my phone. But there's days where I'll talk and, you know, stuff like that. You know, but, you know, there's plenty of stuff you could do. Play games with your mind. Keep your mind sharp out here. Look for landmarks. Look for historical markers, historical areas that you want to learn about on your downtime. Because you will go through historical areas. Do all the time. Know what I'm talking about. You know, go through a lot of interesting areas. You know, just look out at the landscape. Be in awe of what's around you, what you see. Because like I said, not everyone gets paid to see this. This can, you know, be a real treat. I love the areas where we go, man. It is so beautiful out here. It really is. Nature is one of the most majestic, wonderful, beautiful things out here. If you got enough time, like sometimes I do, stop at an area, take some pictures, walk around, look around. I posted some interesting stuff on Facebook before, some interesting pictures of stuff I've seen. That I'm in awe of, that I'm just very cool that I get to see, very blessed that I get to see. You go to your terminals, make new friends, like I did. Done the drive by name of Brad, very cool guy. Also a veteran of the Army, and I'm a veteran of the Department of Defense and Homeland Security. We both shoot the same dirt and ate the same shit in Afghanistan. My brother from another mother, Joey Dorton, drives for CFI. We looked like brothers when I was in my orientation the second time coming back to CFI. My brother, best friend and mentor, Scott Zane, John Christer Trucking. He got me into driving a truck because, I was off and on about it, wasn't sure about it, and he pretty much whooped my butt into just getting it done, doing it to it. And I got on went to drive CDO school with CR England's Premier Truck Driving. Didn't stay with them because I didn't want to drive Teamster. What they were going to force me to be Teamster, and I did not want that. So I went solo by leaving them, going to Western Express or Western Unimpressed. But I'm not on here to talk bad about companies. Every company has its pluses and its negatives. Grateful to Western Express for giving me allowing me to get my 5 months with them to get on with CFI. Grateful to CFI, even though it was not the best idea at either time. Not getting into it, let's just say that, it's hard to make money when you're broken down all the time. But, again, it is what it is. And yes, I'm in the left-hand lane, only because I'm only a few miles out from my turn. But yeah, I'm going uphill and got just enough weight to hold me back on this steep incline. Especially since it's probably big, heavy, bulky items. And it is nose to tail, from what I've been told. Couldn't check, but sometimes you just gotta let the shit out, Again, sorry about that, y'all. There are going to be probably quite a few dead zones, but we'll keep it running. Almost to the receiver. Got about 40 miles. But these back... Welcome back, y'all. Another dead zone spot. Like a windy, hilly, mountainy terrain, y'all. That I could help. But it's back up and running. Plus, I'm with AT&T. Not saying anything bad about AT&T, but they don't have the best service up in the mountains. But I just can't afford to keep paying something like Verizon's price. That's a little too steep for my pocketbook. Makes my wallet scream and cry too much. And again, as you hear, our good old GPS is nagging at me. almost like having a wife on the truck. They nagged at you till you do what you wanted to. No offense ever being married or anyone who is married. Don't take offense to it. If you do, not my problem. I may say some stuff on here people don't like. You know, please don't go running and blocking. Well, if you block me, you know what?
3 miles
Oh
ahead,
well.
turn left on US 58 alternate west.
But, you know, don't go reporting it. It's kind of, you know, uncalled for. You know, if you don't like what I have to say, don't watch it. Don't listen. You know, this is one of those things.
Turn left on US 58 alternate west.
Well, we don't care if you... Oh, Jasmine Walker! Jessie! My little kid sister. Hi, Jessie Boo. Hopefully she's still watching. Was introduced to Jasmine by an ex of mine. Not going to mention her name.
35.1 miles
And
ahead.
Jasmine's
turn
become my
west
little
23
kid sister.
Birmingham Trail Highway.
Anyone ever heard that? They beat shit out of them. There we are. Starting to wonder when it was going to come back on. The other guy saying, anyone, don't ever hurt my kid sister Jazz. Nah, it'd wind up good for you. Jazz is like extended family now. But anyway, just hope y'all are enjoying the scenery when it's not cutting out and trying to reconnect and whatnot. It is really beautiful out here, man. So pretty and green. Don't really see a whole lot of this like this out west. Really don't. Don't see a lot of beautiful lush green out west coast. So this is a treat. And I used to stay west coast with Western Express and mostly with CFI. Been to New York once, never again. Sorry I'd never go back to Pennsylvania, but at least I haven't really had to stay the night in Pennsylvania except for at the terminal. And they do yard checks every morning checking for those lanternfly moths that are an very dangerous species of moth that will lay eggs, attach itself to your truck, and be dangerous to the agriculture and vegetation in other places. They are actually on the please kill list. You know, you have to get trained on what to recognize and how to look out and recognize for these lanternfly moths, what their colors are, their egg sacs look like, and how to dispose and destroy them. Never had to do it because, you know, my pre-trips I've never once found a lanternfly, you know, playing passenger or hobo on board my truck or trailers. So, you know, kind of glad of that because I really don't like killing, you know, anything in nature. I'm not a big killer. Not unless it's a... Sorry about that. That time we went through a sort of a valley between two big hills. We are 34 miles outside of the receiver, Tractor Supply store. We're going to sit overnight and they're going to pay me detainment. You didn't want me stopping at a truck stop? You want me to come to wreck you there? You're going to pay me detainment. You don't want to pay me that kind of money? Don't make me sit on your property and be forced to sit there overnight. Common sense. Logic. Which a lot of people lack. Man, this is beautiful out here. That yellow is the Jake brake. So I have it set to Jake 3 because I do not have it on cruise control. So, boom, cruise control. But my foot is always going to be near the brake, which it is right now. It is sitting just underneath the brake, or just in front of the brake. Well, then, Virginia's got a lot of hills, a lot of S-curves and dips and stuff. Makes for a fun drive. Keeps challenging you. Keeps you sharp. And if you know people who you think might like watching my videos, please, like and subscribe or like my videos. And I will see about posting it from Facebook onto YouTube as well. I have a YouTube channel. I will let you know what my YouTube channel is as soon as I can figure it out. I haven't quite figured that out yet. But it's under James Kelly with CFI. I haven't changed it yet, but I will. Probably this evening or sometime. I will change it very soon, I promise. Right now it's James Kelly. It is the CFI. Should I picture my CFI truck? But if you think of people like these videos, please invite them to watch the videos. Like them. I'll even add them to my actual, my little Facebook page I have for business. And if I can't access that one, I'll create a new one for y'all. And like I also have these my YouTube and have people check out my YouTube. Jump and like, subscribe, check it out yourself. And from now on there'll be a lot more videos to come. I'm gonna start getting back into it. I don't really know why I quit. I just did. Don't ask me why. I haven't figured out myself.
Destiny.
No, it was not destiny. Woman.
Yeah, it was. That's when you quit. That's when you quit for good.
But anyway, I will be continuing on with videos. That's a promise. There's also, again, I apologize, I've gone through some pretty mountainous terrain. Again, I'm keeping it up, keeping it going, so as it goes back up, y'all can see. And also, if y'all have any questions about variant transport, or U.S. Express Trucking, I will answer them questions to the best of my ability. And no, it looks like it. No, I'm not crossing over the line. I'm just getting right close to my lines. And if I do cross over, sometimes it's unavoidable. Because, they really don't make a lot of these sharp turns for trucks. But I am on a truck route. No, this is a back roads truck route. Eventually I'll get cameras mounted to the truck, on my mirrors. So we'll have side view, back and front views. So you can see, what goes on in the mirrors, and y'all can also see when I back up. But also see if I can't get some backing footage. If I can get, this is how I'll get it. I don't know how I'll get it. I'm in a goofy mood. I've been a little tired, but not much. 26 miles. 26 miles.
Europe.
Yep. Fort Gibson. Yeah, another historic town. It used to be an old Army fort town. Now it's one of those, live and thriving towns out here between the mountains. Simple country life. I kind of envy these people sometimes, And just for those who don't know, I myself am from the country. I'm from Plumpton, North Carolina. Right there on the coast. My uncle lives in Charleston. And again, keep, thoughts and prayers open for him because his house burned down this morning. Lucky no one was hurt. His kitty got out alive. She's still alive. He's alive. Had not been for his alarm waking him up for work, they very well may not have made it. So, blessed to have them still around with us. So, lots going on in my family, My mom's having health issues. Like I said, my stepfather's been in the hospital a few times with really bad pancreas issues. He's fighting for his life. He's struggling every day, but he's an honorary old fart. He's an honorary old man, loved man to death, and he's a fighter. Well, and I guess that also kind of depends on your beliefs. If you, believe in reincarnation, then, you will never die. Not fully. Your spirit will, different beliefs believe in different things. Not going to knock any of them. That would not be right. Yes, I keep my Jake brake set to Jake setting 3, the highest setting, because going around some major curves. And I'm doing the speed limit for them, even for a truck. But sometimes they still require some extra slowdown help, so you don't ride your surface brakes and eat them up and smoke them. And if you have and crack your rotors, or catch your brake pads on fire, brake drums, whatever you may have. I have rotors all the way around, even on our trailers. Everything is rotors. A lot of companies, CFI still has brake drums. So again, that's sort of depends on what company you drive for, what truck you have, whatever they requested be in their trucks. Because not even all the T680s are the same. I started out with this company with the T680, and it had different options on it than what T680 with CFI had. So, kind of know it is what it is. $22.5 miles, 19.6 from my turn. And if I'm not too much mistaken, just let y'all know where I'm at. I believe this is 77 North. Really haven't seen any other trucks out here but me, but that happens a lot. Like the other day, on a back town roads, and there was not another truck to be seen, much less another car to be seen, for hours. I'm talking 4, 5, 6 hours. Seemed like I was the only truck out there on the road. There's one right. Speaking of the devil, another truck. Figures as I spoke, it wanted me to be wrong. It happens. Put my 4-ways on since I'm slowing way down, climbing this hill. It might get out, might not, who knows. That road's laying way sideways. Some of these back roads can and will claim us trucks. Those of you who have not taken care of or had your truck taken care of, not maintained, you will burn up your brakes and or your engines and transmissions. So, word wise, even with a company driver, make sure your truck is maintained. If something goes wrong with it, don't wait. Do not wait. Report it. Take it into a shop. Take it into a terminal shop. Whatever you have to do, keep your truck maintained and trailers maintained. So your trucks don't catch fire. And yes, trucks do catch fire. A lot of trucks and trailers, especially newer trucks, I apologize for that stumble, have this, a lot of this, not so much the DEF or diesel exhaust fluid system, but I also have a lot of new computer tech and battery stuff, different sets of batteries and everything, new electrical systems that just have not been able to handle the heat of the outside or the heat internally and have been catching fire. You'll see a lot of those videos on YouTube and Facebook of semis catching fire. No, that doesn't happen all the time. No, is not one of those things you have to be afraid of. Don't let it. If you think about joining up with this industry, with us drivers out here, please do. Feel free to do so. Don't let what you see out there on the road or what you hear keep you from getting your CDL and coming out here. There is money to be had, things to see, people to meet, stuff to do. It's just one of those things. You can't always believe what you hear, and whatever you see, you cannot take it as, okay, is a fact that's going to happen to me, because it won't. You will learn some very interesting places to back into. You will get some pretty darn good driving skills out here. You have to. It's not for everybody. I'm not going to say everybody can do it, because it's not for everybody. It's not for the faint of heart. But it can be done. And yes, we spend a lot of time away from our families and our friends. You can wind up missing birthdays, holidays, funerals, births. But it's all part of this industry, this kind of job, just like the military. And those serving overseas, serving the military right now, thank you so much for your service. God bless you guys. And those who passed away serving this country, they'll never be forgotten. I fought alongside, people that were like brothers and sisters, more so than my own, flesh and blood sister. My own flesh and blood family. I became closer to these people than my own blood family. You can wind up that way with a lot of drivers out here on the road. You can become extremely close. Look out for each other, check up on each other. Talk to each other, help each other through tough times. I can't really want to really speak. Can't call him Kettle Black, because I really have not kept in touch with Joey or Scott much. Which, if they see this video, I'm sorry. I promise I will start keeping in touch more. I know I said that before, but I will. Okay. So I just passed what appeared to be part of a telephone pole laying on the ground. Look, I guess someone driving drunk or not paying attention or something knocked down a telephone pole. Oops. And I'm not saying it was a four-wheeler, because I've seen, truck drivers do some pretty dumb stuff. And no, I'm not going to claim it's just CR England or Swift or Schneider or our fellow drivers from overseas who come here to drive a truck. I'm not saying it's them. It could happen to any driver out here. I'm just saying, yes, us truck drivers have done some dumb stuff. I've done some dumb stuff in my day. Never really done anything completely stupid in a truck. Not to say, it can't and won't happen. I'm just saying I have not yet. And pray that I never will. But right now, I am practicing what I preached about. If you don't know the area, slow your speed down. It's 55. I'm doing 41, 42, because this is pretty darn unfamiliar territory, terrain for me. Never been through this area. And also, since it's new, I'm going to watching, seeing what's out here. That's one of the things I love about this job, this industry, this lifestyle, the stuff we see, the geography. As y'all are, if anyone's watching, y'all are seeing in the video. This town must be back here in the woods. If this guy tried to slide, that means it's probably a farming community, maybe. Farming/ranching community. Oh, bright sun. Like, hello, sunlight. Sun's been hidden behind these mountains and hills. It pops out like, surprise, I'm behind you. I had to slow down there for a second because I couldn't see. Well, obviously he's familiar with the terrain, or he's just got a little more nerve. But I'm not in a rush. I'm not going to rush. It's just not worth it to me to rush. Four-way zones, I'm climbing, and I got down below 40 miles an hour. Even at 40, you should probably have four-ways on, but because the speed limit dropped down to 45, I didn't see much of a problem in not having them on. And what I would do, what I would give is be able to go back in these woods, get lost for a day or two, just explore these woods. Oh, reminds me of back home in North Carolina. And Grandpa Kelly's house is out by the woods, man. Just go out there and explore and have fun and just, get the lay of the land. Of course, that was also back then when, neighborhoods believed it took a village to raise a child. If a parent wasn't around to spank the child or to discipline the child, you better believe there was another adult around to make sure that child was kept in line. Sometimes they bitch it, and sometimes literally would hit. Not saying, they would beat the child, but you would get your butt swatted, get your butt beat if you messed up. But, that was back in the days when, spanking a child was still legal and they didn't believe and think of it as child abuse. I don't know what your beliefs are on stuff like that, but, I still believe that sometimes it takes a village to raise a child. Sometimes it helps to have more than just one adult around to help, discipline that child so, that child can learn. I'm not saying that everyone should believe that. That's just my personal opinions and thoughts. Plus, I was a very honoring, mean, evil, devilish little child. You can ask Roxanne because, I was in and out of institutions and corrupted her with my evil, corrupted ways, twisted ways. Like I said, known her for 23 damn years. But, now she's her own person, Sometimes she's even more evil and twisted than I am. But, love that girl. That's my, she's like, closer than blood family sometimes. And she's got some wonderful boys, man. Love those boys to death. They can be ornery and evil, devilish little boys, but what boys can't, especially when they're younger boys. Boys will be boys. Those boys, boys are supposed to be a little more evil and devilish and twisted than girls at a young age. They're supposed to get into mischief and trouble and be somewhat destructive. Not saying it's right, but that's just the nature of the beast. Again, she's got some great kids, great boys. She's been a great mother to them. She's done the best she can to raise them, and she's done a really great job. I can't fault her. And I'm not going to say anything bad about their father. I have my own personal thoughts and opinions and beliefs about the father, but, her as a single mother, she has done a superb job with those boys. I couldn't be prouder of her. I just wish I'd been a better parent until I'd, been able to raise my daughter. But I made my mistakes, and eventually my daughter will be back in my life. Not going to get into what happened with my daughter just yet, but eventually I will. Eventually I'll let y'all know what's going on with that. That's for a different time, different video. But suffice to say, I've made some pretty heinous mistakes, done some pretty heinous acts, done pretty heinous things that, very uncalled for evil things. And I've paid the price, and somewhat still am. But it just goes to show, there's always a price to pay for what you do. Always. Don't ever think you're never going to pay the price, because one day, you never know when, never know how, never know what, but one day you will pay the piper for what you've done. Especially when you're sitting there at those pearly gates and they've got that big book open and you're going, well, okay, did this, oh, okay. And you've got to answer for all that stuff, I tell you. Not saying I live my life right, because I still don't. I try to, but I'm still messed up in the head. It is who I am. I've accepted it. I live with it. Not afraid of it. So, what can I say? Because I know in the end I will have the answer for my evil ways. We all do. Even after how bad I twisted and corrupted Roxy, she still has done a lot better in her life than I have. And I gotta commend her and be grateful for her and what she's accomplished and done in her life, and be proud of her. Because I was not a nice person when I met her. I was really messed up. Though things aren't where they used to be for me and her, is slowly, eventually we get back to, where they need to be, or should be, or whatever. This fate, destiny, whatever you call it, has, reason for why things are the way they are and where they need to be. You never know where they need to be, but I'm sure things will be better later. Sometime. Who knows? And no, I'm not talking about relationship-wise. I'm not just, relationship-wise. If that makes any sense to people.
No.
Well, not to you, but hopefully other people will.
Yeah, no, no.
Oh, Lord, I'm not saying that. I haven't gotten there yet. I'm talking to Donna, y'all, and that is another. She's with that, made my mistakes, trying to make up for bad things I've done, evil things I've done, and trying to get things, back to where, there's the wrong's been righted. It's hard, but, if you're gonna try and live life right or do right, you gotta try and right your wrongs. And you gotta know where you've gone wrong. I know I'm not gonna say where or what or who or how or any of that good, stuff.
Stand for destiny. Because they both want to do the same thing.
Yes, I'm crawling right now, people, because that sun is glaring my eyes, and if I put my visor down, I can't see the road. Plus, only got 5 miles to go. I don't know how bad the glare is on the phone, but I can't really see. Hopefully y'all still get a good, clear picture. Or hopefully the phone is self-adjusting. I'm not sure if it is or not. That's funny. A bush is growing on the top of the sign. That first time I've seen that. First for everything. That was just hilarious. Because they don't want you to see some of their billboards because it's overgrown vegetation. I kind of hope these mountains and hills stay my way because I can't see for shit. Look, the sun is right in my eyes. Yeah, look like we missed a rainstorm here. I think that would have been awfully pretty. Awfully pretty. So my speed down even more. Six miles, 3.1 miles to the next turn. think that's probably some sort of tunnel passage that people use to get across. Looks like it. Damn, this is gorgeous. I can't even see the mile marker because it's so overgrown with vegetation. That's awesome. Mother Nature. Oh, Mother Nature. Mother Nature's going, I've got this. It's my turn. Everything we tried to take from and look at that mist coming off the ground, that heat. The water evaporating. That is kind of cool. That is something cool. I saw houses down in the gully here, and like mobile home manufacturer off to the right or left.
One mile ahead, take ramp to US 23 North Birmingham Rail Highway.
1.9 miles to the turn, 1.5 to the business. And my butt is sore, y'all. I gotta find a pull out my purple egg butt cushion again. This way station, 1 mile. A way station out here in the middle of nowhere.
0.3 miles ahead, turn left.
That's actually quite amusing. Don't ask me why, it just is. As a truck driver, I find that very, very, very amusing. This must be it, right? Shit, there's McDonald's, right? Looks like down the road from it.
Turn left.
And Wendy's.
181 Plaza Road SW on the left.
It's probably back there. I think I've been here before. Yes, I have. CFI. This one was not fun. And there's the Tractor Supply sign. What's up, birdies?
Otherwise, 181 Plaza Road SW on the left.
I want to bet they have a dock. Dock's right in the back side of the building, y'all. I just haven't come to the front of it. Back there. It's a question of all. Yes, I can. Open up. We'll see. Yes. Back in, or see if I can see where the dock's at. There's a whole part of them. There's a dock. I don't know if that's theirs.
Right there.
Yeah.
Go and check.
Yeah.
First.
Alright, y'all. I'm going to leave this running.
I said they could look at it building.
I shall return. I'm ready. Back up. Alright, I have to back this thing up off to the side. Fun. Down. Put my air bill back up. Damn it. Pole's too much in my way. They told me just gotta park for the night.
Just park for the night.
Yeah.
I was about to say, I could unload it, but I'm up short.
They said just park it for the night and let it be.
Okay.
It'd be nice to be remote.
Get it. Thank you, sir.
Oh, no problem. Thank y'all. All right, y'all. I parked for the night in my shift. Sleeper. All right, y'all. Well, I'm kind of tired. Hope y'all enjoyed the trip. There'll be a lot more videos to come. I promise y'all. Start to do more content, more videos, both recorded and live as much as possible. All right. Anyway, y'all take care. Have a good night. Be good to each other out there. And I will be seeing y'all. Bye-bye.